I'm pretty sure Harriet Tubman said cuss words, so why can't I say them? You've been advised. Hey y'all, I'm Jenn. I'm from Oakland, and I'm an androgynous, black, lesbian feminist, and a lover of all black people.
This is Daren. I'm an asexual novelist, researcher, and bona fide comic book fanatic from the widest part of Southern California.
Orange County. We're queer millennials with 3 kids and nearly 20 years of marriage.
This is a podcast about the realities of blackness, adulting, and relationships.
This is That Black Couple. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Tired.
I am also tired.
So tired.
I am also tired. I'm extremely tired.
Wow, am I tired?
I would love to be in the bed right now. I'm actually getting really even better at naps now. I can sleep for an entire day. I did it last Friday. I slept the whole day.
Yep.
I didn't know I could do that. I thought that was a high school thing.
It comes back.
It definitely comes back.
Clearly it does.
All you need is a little exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sprinkle of exhaustion. And there you go.
It goes right back.
And it don't make sense. 2024 is whooping my ass already. And I am, a quarter of the way through?
Just about. And I cannot believe.
How much has happened already?
Yes.
I can't believe how many cities I've seen. I was in Detroit on Friday. I was in Baltimore yesterday. I've been all over the place. I gotta go to Philly. I'm gonna go to Chicago like 3 times.
3 times.
I'm sorry. I'm giving away too much. That's episode 3 stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in depth next episode.
Let's talk about the fact that Black History Month jumped up out of here and didn't even stick around. Black History Month left like a man who was cheating and somebody knocking on the front door.
And then jumping out the window. That was Black History Month.
Black History Month was like, ooh, I gotta get out of here, butt naked, running down the street in socks. Black History Month is running down the street in white socks, covering their genitals with their dirty clothes from the night before. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what Black History Month is.
Yeah, because it was a blur. Now, admittedly, it might have been a little bit different for us.
Why? Because I was in the hospital.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a time.
Yeah.
It was a time, and we'll
episode 3. Episode 3, y'all. We got to catch up on all the things that I missed while I was in the hospital and like right before. All the things we were supposed to be talking about, but we missed it because
we had a whole episode planned.
We had so much planned.
It was outlined. It was beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
Everything. It was so many things we want to talk about.
So many beautiful things. And you know what? We're still going to talk about some of that today.
Yes.
So let's get to it.
And it might be a little bit late.
Who cares?
I'm just going to caveat it.
Who cares?
And you know what? You're going to like it.
Who cares? And we'll stick some new stuff in there too.
You know, this is a rundown episode.
We do what we want.
It's a catch up episode. You know,
yes.
You know, we're catching up.
Episode 2 and 3.
You're catching up with
they're
us.
They're like partner episodes.
Yes, they're twins.
Yeah, they're twin.
Where have you been? That's
nobody knows you. That's what they're trying to say. Mm-hmm. So episode 2 and 3.
Yep.
Together. Thank you very much. Okay, this is episode 2 of season 6 of That Black Couple. So, I want y'all to get some kombucha and flush all that shit out.
Ooh, be careful, though.
Flush all that shit out.
Be careful.
All the stuff that came with you from 2023, get it out of there.
Kombucha comes in big bottles.
Get it.
Just know, you don't got to drink the whole bottle. You
drink as much as you can.
You can drink like half.
You can drink as much as you can.
And half
flush that shit out.
Half is powerful.
Flush all that shit out.
Half will
drink it out. Drink it all and flush that shit out.
Especially if it got ginger in it.
Drink some kombucha. Have a seat. This is That Black Couple. I'm Jenn.
I'm Daren.
Before we get started, make sure you follow us on Twitter, I'm not calling it X, and Instagram at That BLK Couple, on Facebook at That Black Couple, and look us up on the internets at www.thatblackcouple.com.
And you already know, we're everywhere, y'all. We worldwide,
Shut up.
If they stream podcasts there, you find us there. So look us up, and you can listen to us on different platforms. Listen to us on like SoundCloud today, and then tomorrow look us up on Amazon Music, and then you can do like Stitcher next week, and then Google Podcasts the week after that, then Spotify, then Pandora.
Is that called platform polyamory?
Ooh. Have we coined a new term?
Platform polyamory.
That's what we need to be exercising,
the key is,
y'all.
rate us on all of those.
You can rate us on all of those. And then also, like, you know, when you're listening, you know, listen with a friend.
Just tell somebody else.
And then y'all can have a conversation about the conversation that we had.
Right. It's meta.
And, you know, it
5 stars.
It's Inception.
5 stars.
Yes.
And if it's not 5 stars, keep it.
We don't want it.
We don't want it. We don't want it. It's okay.
We don't need it.
We don't need it.
We'll be all right.
You keep that one.
Yeah. Now let's go.
You ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, so let's start with first things first. It's a lot of stuff that we haven't got to talk about, and I really think that it's a lot that people were thinking, like they were wondering what our thoughts were. And
you know, I'm going to say this right now because this was something that we had planned for the original episode.
Yes.
And it was very timely, and I was very proud of us that we were going to be talking about stuff that was like really right in the moment, and then life had other plans. But if y'all can walk back in time with me.
Yes.
A little known artist named Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes.
Came out with a song.
Yes.
The song was called HISS.
Yes.
And the song was great.
Yes.
It was a bop. We liked it.
Yes.
There were bars that were dropped.
Yes.
It was good. You know? And there was a lot of subliminals in there.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of no names were named.
Not directly.
But, you know.
Shots were fired.
Shots were fired.
And they were felt.
And people felt them strays, too.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. Hiss.
So then, Nicki Minaj came out and she was mad. She was big mad because she was like, Megan Thee Stallion talking about me on that song. Number one. As I said, Megan Thee Stallion said, she didn't say nobody's name in that song.
No names.
And when she was interviewed about it, all she said, hit dogs gonna holler.
Mm-hmm.
And she was right.
Mm-hmm.
And then the funniest thing happened. This is the best part out of all of it. The best part out of the whole thing was then she came out with a song.
Yeah.
Called Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And Nicki Minaj thought, I'm gonna do a freestyle and I'm gonna drop it and it's gonna be called Bigfoot and I'm gonna talk about how big Megan Thee Stallion's feet are.
Good Lord. Gosh.
Did you ever listen to it?
No. Well, yeah, I mean the part that you played for me, yes.
I mean, truly, you know, I love a good rap battle. I love a good rap battle.
This wasn't a battle.
It's always good. You know, it's always good when they go back and forth and then, you know, it's not just about releasing commercial stuff, but like really talking about real things. I love a good rap battle. But wow, this was just the letdown of letdowns.
Yeah.
And then Nicki Minaj was talking about, what is she? She was like whispering into the mic. She's like, I've got secrets. And I'm going to drop them. How many weeks has it been since then? I'm waiting for the drops. I'm waiting for all these secrets that are going to destroy Meg's life and her family and all this.
Nicki Minaj was making an SNL skit. She was just having fun. It didn't sound real. It's not real.
It was unreal.
You know what?
Unreal.
I think the word for Nicki Minaj's career is Napoleonic. Now that I've seen the movie.
Ooh.
Now that I've seen the movie.
I like it.
Because he was very successful at the beginning.
Yeah, he was killing them.
But wow. It didn't last. It was just he just fell miserably and he just couldn't get it back together.
Like I've fallen and I can't get up.
And you know how Donnie McClurkin said, we fall down but we get up. And that doesn't include Nicki.
Well, but the thing is, the song goes, we fall down and we get up.
But a saint is a sinner who got up.
Right, but the problem is when we fall down and we get back up and then we fall and then we fall into a ditch.
She just
and
keeps
then we roll
falling.
down the hill.
She keeps falling. She's like the most recent Keanu Reeves fall down the stairs movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that movie called?
Taken featuring Keanu Reeves.
No, that's not Taken.
Taken 4 featuring Keanu Reeves. That's what I call it.
I was going to call that movie Kill Bill. What the hell is that movie called? John Wick. There we go.
Taken featuring Keanu Reeves.
John Wick falling down the stairs for 4 hours.
And the other one is Denzel Washington's version. It's Taken featuring Denzel Washington. And they're all the same movie. Taken featuring Denzel Washington and Taken featuring Keanu Reeves. But But my point being that she just keep falling. She keep falling and she's not getting back up again.
The thing is, she retired. And she should have stayed.
We were all happy about that.
When you retire, you said, I've done enough. I'm at my peak. I'm not doing this no more. And then she came out of retirement. It's like Michael Jordan.
Right.
When he's like, I'm doing baseball now. And we said, Mike.
We said, stop
Mike,
it. Hey.
You're the greatest.
We said, nobody asked for that.
Don't tarnish it.
Nobody asked for that. And now.
And it's not that he was a bad baseball player.
He was. He was a bad baseball player.
He wasn't a bad.
He was bad.
I mean, he wasn't.
He was bad.
But he was like.
I don't care what you do with your throat. You can make it go lower. He was all those bads. He was each of those versions of bad. He was bad. He was not good at baseball.
You know.
Everything. You can't be everything. You can't play every sport.
And you don't need to be.
You should sit down. And Nicki has to stop now. Whatever she's pantomiming or caricaturing, whatever rap she heard when she was 4 from Lil' Kim that she refuses to give people credit for and is now trying to do now. Girl, you just seem old. It's like, ma'am, we shouldn't be in the club no more. Nicki, the young girls got it now. Megan is one of them young girls. She got it now.
Cardi got it.
Cardi got it. You know what? You shouldn't, Nicki, get out the club. Nicki, get out the club. My student said, what? My student said that if she any more childish, she gonna have to leave her own house. That's what my student said.
She won't have to leave the house.
No, she will.
She won't have to leave the house. The husband won't be allowed there.
No, but he already there. She gotta go. My student said that if she start acting any more childish, she gonna have to leave her own house. And I said, y'all don't have no sense. These young people are dragging her. That's embarrassing.
And that's why she didn't do nothing after because it wasn't even about Megan Thee Stallion no more because the whole world was dragging her.
Yeah.
And that was it. And that was enough.
And then Megan got a shoe deal. Megan was like, oop. Like, why did she think talking about Megan's foot size was going to be the thing? Man, this is not 1994 and you are not Bill Bellamy. Like, we are not into that kind of humor anymore. This is not Comic View. Like, we don't think that big feet means she a man no more. Like, we done with that.
Plus
we read books.
Plus it's Megan Thee Stallion.
Right. Right.
What
ma'am,
are we doing?
No shade. She replaced you.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, get out the club.
Get out the club.
Hey, Nicki, get out the club. Hey.
She's not gonna listen.
Hey, Nicki, I've got secrets. And one of them is you should get out the club.
Yeah. I'll just say I highly recommend not listening to Bigfoot. You can't unhear it.
I've never heard you recommend not listening to anything. I've never heard you say that.
0 stars.
In 20 years, I've never heard you not recommend.
Do not recommend.
Wow, that's awful.
This podcast is supported by generous donations from our patrons and listeners. Become a supporter today by heading to www.patreon.com/colorcombosmedia.
You can stream the show on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and SoundCloud. When you listen, please consider hitting that heart button, sharing, giving us a 5-star rating, and leaving some dope comments. This helps us with our page rankings and gets more listeners for the show. Thank you so much.
Okay, Daren, it's time for the conversation.
You know I'm ready.
You want to talk about the Grammys?
Yeah, let's talk about.
Or you want to talk about the Oscars?
Let's talk about both of them because we're catching up. We're gonna. I'm gonna be honest.
It's hard for me because I don't give a shit about either.
Okay, and so you know what? I don't really care about them either.
I don't give a shit.
It's really not important to me. I did not watch either of the telecasts.
Me either.
I'm being honest with you.
Me neither.
However, I do like to celebrate Black folks winning things.
Okay.
Especially when I think they deserve them.
Okay.
So I think we should just do a quick recap of what I have deemed the important wins of those evenings.
Sure.
And when we talk about the Grammys, I want to talk about Black women because Black women came and I think were honored in appropriate ways, which to me rarely happens at these award shows.
I'm gonna say something unpopular about that, but go ahead.
We here to share our own opinions. That's fine. So I will say, I think the thing that made me happiest about the wins was Victoria Monet winning Best New Artist. It's one thing for Black people to win like what I call the Black People Awards, like Best Rap Album or like Best R&B Performance. Like Black people usually gonna win that, you know. But to win Best New Artist, you was up against, all manner of people.
That's dope.
From all different genres, and the industry said you it. Yeah. So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And I thought that was dope because I was like, I think she deserves it. Do I think she gonna get it? No.
Yeah.
But she got it. Yeah. So I think that's a big deal. She also got Best R&B Album for Jaguar.
Okay,
too.
so how do you feel about that? That's the thing I'm gonna say something unpopular about. How do you feel about that? Yeah, exactly. I want to have an honest conversation about that.
You know what? I'm gonna say I really like Jaguar 2, and I like it. I like how cohesive it is as an album.
Okay,
and that's my opinion on that.
I just feel like I'm really feeling a way about a lot of these new R&B albums. That's like a bunch of songs that's a minute and a half long, and you only get one verse and a part of a hook. And then you get like 10 of those and you only got a 26-minute album. I just don't understand it. And I just wanna put a pin in that.
You're not wrong.
Because even Janelle Monáe did it. Janelle Monáe did that to us with The Age of Pleasure. That album is a smooth like 32 minutes.
Which was also nominated in this category.
And I just have thoughts. I just wanted to share them.
I mean, I'm gonna be really real about it. The last, 365 days, I would say overall it's been kind of weak.
Yeah.
In the land of Black music.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been a little underperforming.
It is under to me.
Like this is one of the things I'm not going to really celebrate because Killa Mike.
Uh-huh.
He won like all the rap awards.
Really?
He won like Best Rap Song, Best Rap Album.
Oh, I thought he was on Politics now.
And to me, I'm like, when someone like that is winning all the rap categories, like that
He's
should tell you.
He's not a very strong rapper.
That should tell you the state of music. And it's no shade to him, right? I don't.
It's a little shade.
Again, no, I'm just saying because I don't give a shit. I'm just saying like best. Like
that's a stretch.
it's like Common swept all the rap out. No, what do we? That's best.
When they started giving Common awards, I was like, we don't have no standards. This man is la.
Like, come on.
Come on, y'all.
But well, and the other, I mean, so Coco Jones won Best R&B Performance
for
Coco
Jones,
which I think again very deserved because I think her performance on that song was very, very good.
Coco Jones is that nigga.
Samara Joy got Best Jazz Performance for her song Tight. If you have not heard this song,
as long as Samara Joy can open her mouth and make sound, she should win this category.
Well, the thing is, like, we've been listening to Samara Joy and I'm like, dang, amazing. And then she put Tight out and I was like, this don't even, we're transcending now. We're doing things that other humans just aren't incapable.
This is,
and she's like 12, so
I'm just
she's like
a baby.
She's
like, I just graduated from college and I just wanted to sing.
No.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
She should never not win this category forever.
Ever.
As long as she has a mouth and she opens her mouth and she says sounds, that's what should happen.
They should rename it for her.
Yeah. The Samara Joy Jazz Award should go to Samara Joy.
To her.
Shit.
I mean, on the Oscar side, we had.
Wait, you skipped one.
No, I'm coming back.
Okay.
Because we gotta circle back on the Grammys.
Yeah.
We have a bigger bone to pick with the Grammys.
Yeah, we got a bone to pick.
We're gonna pick it.
We have a bone that's picky.
So I just want to do a quick run through
ass bone
of the Oscars. Divine Joy won for the Holdovers.
Yay!
And we had a mini discussion on the side about this, and we watched that movie. I should say
I fell asleep.
I watched the movie.
That movie boring as hell.
The movie watched you.
My movie boring as hell, and she is essentially a mammy. Are we not gonna talk about it?
We're not going to talk about it.
Is she not a mammy?
Because
is she not a mammy?
She's a mammy.
Okay.
So we don't need to talk about it. It's a fact of the film.
Okay. They love giving us motherfucking awards for being a motherfucking mammy.
It's a boarding school full of white boys.
First ever Oscar given to a black woman, mammy. Good night.
She cooking for the white people, Jesus. and in the movie her son had died, and
but she's got a story.
And that's why they give her the award.
She's got a struggle.
And you know what? you know what? I'm going to celebrate Black women winning things, whether it's deserved or not, because white people win stuff most of the time when they never deserved it. So,
yay! It's like when we got awards for The Help.
Congratulations. But she did a good job for what it was.
Oh yeah, she did that mammy.
She did. You
better play a mammy, girl.
Now, best adapted screenplay was for American Fiction.
I love that movie,
which I think might be my favorite movie in the last 365 days because I fucking love that movie. And maybe longer.
I love that movie.
Oh my god, that movie's so good.
I could watch it so many times.
We saw it twice.
Yeah, I might see
in
it
the theater. I don't ever do that for anything.
I know.
I don't like spending money like that.
I like seeing it again. I was like, ooh, I'm seeing new stuff. But also I'm seeing the same stuff again and I still like it. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
And they deserve my money both times. That's a big endorsement from me.
And they found a way for like, I don't unbend my elbows Barbie to find a role that fits her.
You know what?
No? Too soon?
Oh, no, it's not too soon.
She's just very stiff.
She's very stiff.
She looks like a Barbie whose elbows don't unbend.
And, the role was like
perfect for her.
Perfect.
I like when they put Issa Rae in a Barbie movie. I said, that's right. She can't unbend her elbows and her shoulders don't drop. That's a perfect role for her. And when they put her in this role where she's an uptight Black woman from some upper middle class family who writes stories about people who don't live the same life as her, I said, that's right. That's right. She got a stick up her butt. She looked like it.
She played that role.
She went to Stanford. She is that role. She was playing herself.
She played herself.
When you have
she's
her
the
play
best
herself,
when she plays herself.
She has to play upper middle class, shoulders up in her ear holes, and her elbows don't unbend.
Now you're gonna go back and watch everything Issa Rae.
I know y'all love Issa Rae.
And watching her elbows not unbending.
Her arms don't come out straight. Her arms don't never straighten all the way out. I'm just saying she's too wrapped up. She's too uptight.
Regardless of all of that.
I'm just saying.
Irregardless.
She did a great job at American Fiction playing herself.
She did. It was a great movie. Jeffrey Wright. Yep. It was, just a great movie top to bottom.
She didn't even bother me.
No.
She got on my nerve in Spider-Man and she was a cartoon.
She was just a voice.
She was just a voice and it bothered me.
Her voice sounded like her arms on her
Her voice sounded uptight.
It's like, damn.
And that character was not uptight. She was a nice, what I'm saying? She was pregnant. She was like jumping from wall to wall.
She was driving and flipping on a motorcycle. Issa Rae sounded like she wasn't taking deep breaths.
Like her lungs wasn't filling with air. They say it not in your chest, in your diaphragm. She don't seem like she takes grounding breaths. I want her to breathe more deeply. Her acting coaches need to tell her to breathe. She has to breathe more.
She should do some breathing exercises, some deep breathing,
deep ones.
Where you hold it and you like those.
Yeah,
you gotta exercise those muscles.
Her elbows. I'm pretty sure when they tell you to meditate and stuff, that's one of them. Unlock your elbows. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Drop your shoulders from your ears. Something like that.
I didn't see this going this way.
They'll get her.
Really didn't.
They'll get her right. They'll get her together. It's fine.
Okay, so yeah, circling back to the Grammys real quick.
Yes.
Because we talked about all those people that got awarded, and I thought it was great, and I think they deserve their awards.
Yes.
However,
yes,
all of it to me was overshadowed.
Oh my god!
Because they awarded Jay-Z the Dr. Dre
Good night
Global Impact Award.
Go to bed.
And I don't know if tone deafness has ever been this tone deaf.
I mean,
I don't. I just the fact that they still think it's okay to have a Dr. Dre award.
Every time I hear anything about Dr. Dre and it says like Impact or
really?
Beats or Slam, I'm like, y'all not even reading the room.
They give zero fucks.
Y'all, this man was
ain't no fucks
beating
left.
the hell out of Black women, and y'all don't even realize that you just triggering whole communities every time you put this man on stage. But when you say this man made Beats by Dre a brand, This man don't care about nobody.
At all.
He made Beats by Dre a brand after he was beating black women. You see what I'm saying?
You can't.
So
make
when you
this
Google
up.
Beats by Dre, you're not gonna get none of his stories. You're gonna get fucking earphones. Jesus Christ. Listen. And here go Jay-Z. Jay-Z gonna get up there and defend his wife while accepting the fucking award.
Basically saying she ain't never won no
Why
album
you ain't
of the
give
year.
her album of the year,
She
bro?
the winningest person ever.
Yeah.
This ain't the Jay-Z.
Sir.
Not the time.
Sir, why are you picking up that motherfucking award?
You know, just because Will Smith got up there and slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, don't mean we gotta show our ass at every award show now. Okay.
But also, it's really interesting that that's the way he thought to advocate for his wife, was to, as he's accepting the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award, that's the moment he's going to advocate for black women. Sir, the cognitive dissonance, the irony of accepting an award from an organization that harms black women, named by a man whose whole career people have known has been beating the crap out of black women and sexually abusing black women. And you think that you're in a position to be like, you know what? Black women deserve... Shut up, Jay-Z. You can't just advocate for one black woman. You can't do that when you standing on that stage holding that award in honor of a dude who done beat all of them.
Well, you know what? I feel like this was a dark moment. And so I want to line it up a little bit. And we almost hit the all three, like the holy trinity of black, filmmaking.
Did we?
Like we talked about Issa Rae.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Kenya Barris is not going to be discussed in this episode.
Thank God.
But now we're going to pivot to Tyler Perry.
Yay. One of my favorites.
Now, I know you've already seen the movie. I know you've seen it because everybody saw it. Because how would you not watch this movie? Y'all saw Mea Culpa, which, number one, the name alone.
Is it Mia or Mea?
The name alone.
It's probably Mea.
When I saw this movie was coming out and I saw the name of the movie, I said, Tyler Perry, you have out fucking done yourself. You have out fucking done yourself in naming this movie Mea Culpa,
Mea.
and then naming the character Mea. And basically saying that
who knows what you're saying. We don't know what you're saying.
Whatever you're saying, we know that you're saying it.
You're saying it.
And it's brilliant.
And it's overt. It's on the nose because nothing with you is in the shadows.
But also, a Mea Culpa has nothing to do with the film at all.
Doesn't it mean I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, so it kind of does.
How?
Because she's sorry. At the end, remember she has on that like scarf and sunglasses. She's wearing all black and she's like walking off by herself because she's probably guilty of something because she's a black woman. She did it. He was innocent.
She managed to save everyone and be the guilty one
at the same time.
How Tyler Perry?
Because he hates black women.
How do you do the voodoo you do?
Because he hates black women. The whole movie was about him wanting to make sure we had some nice shots of Trevante Rose's perfectly shaped booty.
Oh, by the way, I saw an interview. Mm-hmm. They said that's the very first scene they shot. They met each other that day and shot that scene. And what was Tyler Perry doing during that scene? Playing WAP right before. You cannot make this shit up. You can't. It's impossible.
I'm tired.
They met the day that they shot that.
Because that's the first thing he wanted to shoot.
He was like, I'm ready.
So he could watch it over and over again.
For editing purposes. For editing purposes alone.
Produced, written, and directed. That nigga was editing all that shit. He was editing all right. He was editing that scene.
Long nights in the editing bay.
That's all he wanted to do. That's all he wanted to do was have enough shots of Trevante Rose's little booty. You know what I'm saying? Thrusting. That's all he wanted. Sir, you have to work out your homoerotic fantasies in other ways.
Come on. Plus, I'm so over and done with these movies where people having sex and they like dirty. Like, why?
Listen, that's some white people shit.
You got all that paint on you, and not even just on you, on the place where you live. Do you know how much cleanup y'all got to do after that?
He put down a tarp.
So we're gonna say that all that paint didn't. He didn't have to get some paint thinner.
At the end, when they show that image of them, they look like a placenta to me. They don't look sexy. They look like afterbirth. I'm like, this is not even sexy. This is not cute at all. Y'all look like period. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look like something that comes out the body as a shock. Like, that's an organ.
Like we need to expel this.
Like a heart transplant. This is not sexy. And that's how you know that this man is not making this for us. This is not for us.
That was a home film.
He was making that for him. He said, Trevante Rhodes. Now who am I going to put him with? Okay, everybody else thinks Kelly's pretty. I'll put her in. Like, because she can't act.
And Kelly, you know what? She can't act. The acting was abysmal.
Whoa. But
even still, I still, I fucks with Kelly.
Okay.
And I just feel like Kelly deserved better than this. I'm not saying she deserved good. I'm not saying she deserved great.
I think Mississippi deserved. I think
Crooked Letter
was in this movie, and I was like, girl, this is beneath you. P-Valley is really well written, okay?
Her character got depth.
Who? On P-Valley?
On P-Valley.
Oh, I was like, not this one.
Mississippi got depth. She got backstory. Yes. She got conflict. She got
tension.
Growth. She got,
this
humanity.
One did not. None of these characters do. None of these characters have any depth. I don't know why he keeps writing things. I know. Sorry, I keep forgetting. He has to work out his homoerotic fantasies somewhere else. He has to stop putting it on Netflix.
Rumor is that he is, but that's the rumor.
Oh, well, good for him.
Well, you heard about the rumor?
Which one?
This is that TD Jakes and...
Oh, he was involved in that too?
And Diddy rumor. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know I didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Well, good for him. I just wish he'd stop putting it in the films.
Yeah, we don't need it emblazoned.
Jesus Christ.
And taking up, and messing up my Netflix
algorithms and shit.
We don't need that.
Jesus.
You can find my mom and dad, aka That Black Couple, on the web at thatblackcouple.com. That Black Couple is owned and operated by Color Combos Media. If you would like to help fund our content, sign up at www.patreon.com/colorcombosmedia. Please consider giving us $5 or $10 per month to help us build our platform and grow our organization. You can also give one-time donations at www.paypal.me/colorcombosmedia. All donations are welcome.
All right, it's time for the reflection.
Okay.
And I feel like we've, there's been some negativity in this episode.
You think so?
A little bit.
No.
Just a little bit of negativity.
Because you said Tyler Perry.
I know that's always going to go negative.
You should never bring up Tyler Perry when I'm in the room. Jesus. Awful person.
But you know what? I want to end.
And you said Dr. Dre.
I know.
In the same episode.
No, same episode. But we're catching up with the times. These are things that happen. We have to address them.
Triggering.
We're sharing these moments with you all.
And you said Kenya Barris.
I know.
What's wrong with you?
Because I had to.
Why are you coming for me?
It was the Trinity. It was the Black Hollywood Trinity. Kenya, Tyler.
You still saying their names?
Issa. They're the Trinity.
You still saying their names to me?
And you know what? What I'm doing? I'm rooting for Quinta to disrupt this Trinity and force a new dynamic. That's what I'm rooting for.
I really love Quinta.
Quinta got it right.
Much. I love Quinta so much.
She was at the Oscar. No, not the Oscars. She was at the Emmys. Mm-hmm. There was this beautiful moment where she's on the red carpet, and Pam and Gina walk up to her, and she was in tears.
I saw.
And she was like, "Oh my God, I just introduced Martin to I think it was her niece." And she's like, "You don't know how important y'all are for me and me becoming who I am today." And she was like, in literal, like, real tears, not like acting
she's
tears.
A real person.
Like y'all really are important to me, and this moment is more important than anything else or any award or anything that's going to be in there. And I was like, yes.
I want her to win
this
so
is
bad.
Right.
I really want her to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she just seems so real to me. She's a real person.
Oh, look at this positive reflection.
We're going positive. We're going
positive.
Now I'm going to say a negative name.
Oh my God. Okay. Here you go again.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's like a pump fake. I'm sorry.
Here you go again.
But it's going to be positivity. We're going to get enjoyment out of this.
Okay.
because I watch the news a lot. I want to be
more than me actually. Yes.
I want to be really up on like what's happening, what's going on with politics.
Yes.
What's the new developments. And there's a story that just took me out. They're always talking about Trump because Trump always on some shit every day.
Yes.
Every 5 minutes, something new.
Yes.
But they said Trump has now, in his effort to win black voters, he's resorted to putting out AI photos where it's him surrounded by black people who are happy and are enjoying his presence. And
they only have 8 fingers
and it's
half an ear. Jesus.
It's wild because number one, you look at the photos, they're clearly AI. It's like when you put your photo into AI and then it spits out that you look like the arch android. You got like a metal hat,
right?
And your skin color is now turned to gold, and there's golden birds flying. It has that sheen on it. So clearly these are not real pictures.
Jesus.
But also, how would you ever find not just black people, but like one is like all younger black like male presenting people
to hang out with Trump?
Who are these people? Mm-hmm. How would you ever find real people that would ever do that? It's so
bizarre,
unbelievable.
It's very sad and very
so
scary,
laughable
because he's doing this while also now selling shoes and really believes that because he's making shoes that will get black people to vote for him. Like he fundamentally believes that the gold shoes will do it.
And I believe him. I believe him.
I mean, he really thinks that we are just like, literally just singular, one-track minded people. Like it really doesn't take much. Like you just
if he gets along with Kanye, it all makes sense.
Lord Jesus.
All makes sense.
Lord Jesus. Well, thank you for that, Daren.
You're welcome.
I have a really happy thing I want to talk about.
Y'all should look up those pictures.
Lord Jesus. So, I saw this story on Instagram. It was shared by some activist folks. There's a Chinese American family in Coronado, California, and they're donating $5 million to San Diego State University to support black students attending the university. Mm-hmm. They did this because there was a black family years ago who were former slaves who actually sold them their home when nobody else would sell them their home. And it's a really beautiful story. They're basically saying, we're doing this in honor of these folks who, made sure that we had a place to go because everybody else around here was racist. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, we don't usually see this kind of solidarity between Asian Americans and African Americans. We would like to see more of it. It's not that common, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. But this is a very overt kind of act of solidarity. They said because of Gus Thompson was the entrepreneur, and his allowing my father to live and work in a place where we would not have otherwise been able to. This is a payback. Like they actually are very clear about the fact that they had to face racially restrictive laws in housing, and that this individual, Gus Thompson, and his wife Emma said, hey, you can come rent our home, and eventually buy the home, and their family was able to live their American dream because of that gift. So now they're giving that American dream to students in California.
I just love the whole element of passing it along.
Yeah,
that's showing up here. And I also love the fact that they lived their dream, and they said, we were able to live our dream because of this. Like
right.
this was the thing that made it possible.
Right.
And we're not gonna, just pocket it. We're gonna look at what actually happened, and we're gonna honor
right
what made it possible.
Right.
We're not gonna take this and hoard it to our community.
Right.
We're gonna give it where it's needed, and
right.
also hopefully pass along, the benefits of that so that other people can reap, their own personal dreams. It's just,
I love it.
Just a great story.
I love it. And the fact that it's in California, our home state, I'm like, yes.
Mm-hmm. And Coronado?
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect it. I'm going to say it.
Same.
Wouldn't expect it in Coronado.
Same. Right.
Makes it even better.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to have one last positive story. Better than the other ones, I promise you.
Okay. Not
truly
Trump
positive.
Or Kenny Bears or Tyler Perry
or
Nope. Okay.
Nope. Not even a silver lining of negativity.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. This one it's also about money.
I want you to just hear that you just called it a silver lining of negativity. Like the negativity was somehow the reward. I want you to understand
I love
that.
it.
There must be a little bit of Slytherin in there.
I love the way I juxtapose those things.
There's something wrong with you.
It feels perfect to me.
It's a little dark. I just want you to
Slightly.
hear that. Okay, let's go ahead.
Okay.
Tell me what you're going to say. Yeah,
so this story is about Spelman College.
Yay.
One of the best HBCUs. So historic. Everybody knows what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they received a $100 million award from billionaire couple Rhonda Stryker and William Johnson. Rhonda Stryker is the director and granddaughter of the founder of the medical technology company Stryker Corp. William Johnson is the founder and chairman of Greenleaf Trust, a wealth management firm. As I said, they are a billionaire couple. Yeah, they're billionaire with
ballers.
A B.
Yeah.
And Stryker has been a Spelman trustee since '97, so it's not like they new to this. Stryker been around.
You said it was $100 million.
$100 million.
Wow.
They own money. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money
that you can give to something else.
That's fantastic.
Not a bill.
That's fantastic.
That's a lot of money.
That's huge.
And they gave that money to Spelman. $75 million of that is going to go to endowed scholarships to attract future students, while also removing financial barriers.
Wow.
The other $25 million is going to be used to develop an academic focus on public policy and democracy, to improve student housing and provide flexible funding to meet strategic needs.
Wow.
And, I love to see it.
Same.
That's all I got to say is I love to see it.
Same. This is the single largest gift to an HBCU, in history.
And that's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal for them to get big money like that.
Yeah.
Because as what happens a lot of time with academia, once you get one big award, and someone else wants to be the next person to have the biggest, it kind of becomes like a giving competition.
That's right.
And not even just at one institution, but across different institutions.
Right.
So, you get the snowball rolling down that hill.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, everybody's reaping the rewards.
But also HBCUs need funding. Like they need funding. And unfortunately, like these larger PWIs, a lot of the alumni at these larger universities, it's not hard for them to get money from their graduates. And those folks go on to own like huge corporations and all that stuff. But at HBCUs, a lot of us, I'm saying us, I mean black people, but I didn't go to HBCU.
Right.
But a lot of black folk who graduate from HBCUs don't end up moving much further out the middle class. You know what I'm saying? It's not really one of those things where folks are independently wealthy. So they often can't afford to make those $1 million, $1 billion gifts to these universities.
Right.
So for them to get something like this is actually quite rare, especially in a time when HBCUs are closing. You know what I'm saying? This is huge.
It's amazing. And I'm glad that we get to live in a time where something like that happens.
Right.
And I feel like there's a lot of different conversation about education and access to education and the importance of education that's happening right now. So it's really good to see it.
It is. I'm glad that both of our stories are about young people being supported in college, especially young black people. As always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, or you just want to tell us how great we are, email us at thatblkcouple@gmail.com. Bye.